Hello, welcome back to this video series in which I'm deconstructing YouTube for you. Everything that goes into me making this content and uploading it so that you can watch it with my microphone and Cubase and OBS and everything else. We're doing the full business. Today I'm going to upload a video to YouTube, so I'll show you how that process works. In the previous video, I'd completed an edited version of the video and I was ready to upload it. And today I'm actually going to do that process with a different video, one that I'm actually intending to upload. So it's episode 3 of this series. So here it is, me talking about the Focusrite 18i8. It's very rare that I have more than a week's worth of videos. So anything that you see uploaded has generally been recorded within 1 to 4 days. Sometimes I'll build up a buffer. If I know I'm going to be busy over a period of time, I might record a few so that I can do some editing during the interim. Sometimes I just want time off and I don't feel like doing anything for a couple of days and I'll have a little break. At the moment, this video series has been recorded fairly quickly, so you can see that I recorded it on the 30th of November and I'm uploading it 2 days later. Generally speaking, I don't tend to upload more than 1 video a day, simply because that's the pace that I've settled into. The recording process and then the editing might get done, at some subsequent time, and then it's got to be uploaded to YouTube, and that whole thing is a conveyor belt. Now, I have some management software. Fortunately, being a computer programmer, I can write software that I need when there's nothing that does exactly the job that I want. So I've written this little program called Omar's Manager that manages all of my videos for me. I'll do an entire video on that. This video series seems to be constantly spawning in new directions, but it is part of the process today, so I wanted to introduce you to it. Anyway, let's get on with it. I'm going to upload this video here that's been edited, completed, watched back in its entirety. It's good to go. So here's my YouTube channel, and I come up to this create button. Upload videos. Episode 3, there it is. Okay, so that's underway. So that's the first thing that I do, throw that up. Now you can see that I've got some default text here, and that's where I'm going to put my video description. Here's my video link. I'm going to copy that video link, and this is one of the things that I do in my management software. So here's my Focusrite. I'll paste that URL in there, and it just allows me to keep a record of the URL of every video that I've uploaded. It'll also update with the current week number once I've created it, so I can keep a track of what I've recorded and when I've recorded it. I can go back to each individual week inside this software and see what I've written. So I need to give it a title. Now I can never remember the formatting of the titles of the seasons, the series that I make, so I actually have text to copy, so I don't have to try and remember exactly, I want them all to look the same. So this is episode 3, Focusrite 18i8. Then right at the very top of the description, I'll talk about what this episode is. Okay, so that being done, I've then got this generic description which applies to every video in this series. I had to stop dead in my tracks there because I realised that I hadn't yet copied my default description. So I went back into the previous video, episode 2. Once episode 3 has begun uploading, you can shut the editor down and it's perfectly happy it's doing it in the background. So now that I've grabbed that text, which is my default description for every episode in this series, I'll just save it there, update that. And now each time I release a new one, I can just copy that, paste that into my description section. So above these links is bespoke information about the individual episode, and below it is a more generic introduction to the series as a whole. Then we've got to process our thumbnail. Now, I've fallen into the unfortunate habit of doing individual thumbnails for every video. I sometimes wonder whether or not I'm completely insane, but I do. So I've got these various Photoshop Elements templates that you can see this was from the previous episode. So now That's that updated. So if I was creating a new template for a new series and I wanted to change all of these various colours, I would just do that from inside these, I've set it up so that it's really easy to edit, and then once I've done it once, it's just a copy and repeat kind of thing. Then I'll save the image, go back to YouTube, upload that thumbnail. That's that done. Add it to my playlist. Great stuff. And then I've got some tags. Now I've got default tags that apply to every one of my videos. They're very, very top level. Try not to be too like spammy with your tags, but that's all very basic stuff. And then I've got some specific ones for the series. And then this actual episode itself. And the entire thing is comma delimited. So if I put a comma in there, it splits it up into two separate tags. So if somebody just types 18i8, that'll hit a search. So once it's finished processing, add my end screen, which is always 20 seconds long. So this is the 20-second mark line, and it's always spot on because I've calculated that in Premiere. And then I've recently got into the habit of carding my previous video, so they kind of backward link. That's that done. Next. And this is now ready to process, so to publish. So I'll always have a moment, just to think, have a look at the title, my system setup for YouTube, episode 3, blah, blah, blah. It looks sensible. Have a look at my thumbnail. That looks all good. I've already watched the entire video back in its entirety, so I know the thing is fine, and that's me done. So that's now published. I don't typically tend to link. I think I'll link more often than not the first. I'll tweet the first episode in a new series. So that's it. 1st of December. This is 4 minutes past 6 in the evening, UK time. Something actually went wrong with the uploading of the thumbnail there. I'm not sure what. That's not happened in ages. Anyway, that's it. That video is now published. So I'm constantly recording a few episodes in advance, but try not to get so far that I've forgotten what I've recorded. Those ones in the middle might be in the process of being edited or completely unedited. But I try to make sure that I keep everything as current as I possibly can. Hope you found that interesting. If you did, please consider subscribing, hit notifications, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks a lot for watching.